In this tutorial, I am going to be showing you how to use the Reflect tool. As you're working on your sleeves, you are going to need to make copies of the paths that you have done. And a great way to do that is with the Reflect tool, okay? So I have placed this image as a template for a sleeve, okay? And you will be using something that you've created either in another project or in another class, okay? So, and you might find that you have something like this, okay, where these were the exact measurements that you took and then you just copied it, okay? So a great way to do that is with the Reflect tool, is to get those lines. And I'm going to show you what I mean, okay? So let's go to the pen tool, and I'm just going to go ahead and trace my sleeve, okay? So I'm going to start here, come up, come over here. Oh, I don't want that actually. Let's get off of that, delete. I want to get rid of that fill. Okay, so now we just have a stroke and no fill. All right, I'm gonna delete you too. All right, once again, come on up here, come to here. Now this is a pretty complex curve, and you might be able to do it in one go. I'm gonna break it up. So I'm gonna break it up to here. Okay, come off, grab my handle. Oh, I'm kind of right on it. Okay, great. All right, so now I'm going to grab my pen tool again, come to here, shift. All right, that's obviously really wonky, but we're going to grab our handles and get it onto that line. Okay, so I have traced half of my sleeve, all right? Now, if I did it freehand, it's not going to be exact. Also, you might have a line here, and that's great, and you can trace it, but we want to be sure that it's exact, and sometimes when you do it by hand, it might not be perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this. First, I'm going to click, I'm going to right click and group it, okay? Now, I'm going to click it again. Now, again, I'm on my select tool, not my direct selection tool, okay? So we want to be sure that all this is selected. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to come down here to transform, and I'm going to go to reflect. Now, this is going to come up, okay? So this is really helpful because sometimes wrapping your mind around how this is going to work, it isn't helpful. I want to reflect this horizontally, okay? And I want to reflect it as a copy because I don't just want to flip this, I want another line, okay? And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So click horizontal and copy. Okay, click off, and you see it's made a copy of this line, but it's flipped it, it's reflected it. So now I can click that and move it down. All right, and now I know I have the exact same line, okay? Let me click it one more time, move it. Okay, so that's how you create a line and then make the exact same line on the other side, is with the Reflect tool, okay? So this should be really helpful as you're working on sleeves and pants and skirts and things like that. You will need to use this tool to make copies of the lines that you've done. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.